Where the heck did that guy freaking go? He couldn't have gone far. We saw him run through here a moment ago. I don't know. But we need to find him soon. We need to get that item back before the boss realizes it's gone. Let's go. Phew, it seems they're finally gone. I think it can finally come out from behind here. Let me just cast this fake brick wall away real quick. Yeah, there we go. It's getting really hot back there. Whew. You're probably wondering why they were after to begin with. Under client request, I was to steal a particular object from that group. And that object was this here. An anime figurine of Yor from Spy Family. Don't ask me why. Client request. I fulfilled it. That's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. Anyway, speaking of Yor, how about we discuss some Spy Family? How about that? So starting off, let's take a look at what I normally look at first when it comes to a new anime, and that would be the main character listings and voice actors for those main characters, as well as include a few well-known roles for each of the voice actors, as they might be more recognizable to you on a character level than the name of the VA themselves. So first up, we have Anya, who is voiced by Tanizaki Atsumi, and her more well-known roles would be Chise Hattori from The Ancient Magus Bride, and Ryo Futaba from Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Next, we have Yor, who is voiced by one of my favorite VAs, Hayami Sayori. And her more well-known roles would be Miyuki Shiba from The Irregular at Magic High School, and Shinobu Kocho from Demon Slayer. Lastly, we have Lloyd, who is voiced by Eguchi Takuya, whose well-known roles are Hachiman Hikigaya from My Teen Romantic Comedy, and Soe from That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. And that concludes all of our main character roles and VAs. Now let's discuss what knowledge we gained from episode 1 alone of Spy Family. Starting off with Lloyd, what have we learned about him thus far? And first off, completely unexpected turn, Lloyd is a spy. Oh my gosh, who'd have thought, right? He's also a master of disguise, can prove to be very blunt and ready to drop anything at the top of a hat. And he's super cautious just as a spy would, worrying about escape routes and wiretapping in any of his homes and everything. Also, he did explain why he became a spy. That's to make a world where no kid has to cry. No, I did not try to make that rhyme, it just kind of happened. Now that we got some more information on Lloyd, let's discuss his next mission, known as Operation Strix. Now, what does Operation Strix entail, you might ask? Get married and have a child. In a week's time. Yikes. Not only that, that child needs to infiltrate an elite private school, as the target will only show up at social gatherings for his son's school. Thus, Lloyd had to make his new persona, Lloyd Forger, for his new upcoming family life as a psychiatrist. Now Anya enters the picture. Lloyd is in need of a child for his new fake family in order to continue Operation Strix. So he goes to the orphanage and picks up a child. And that child happens to exactly be Anya. Now Anya is very unique in the way that she is indeed a telepath, aka she can read minds. Now Lloyd is unaware that, hey, she can read his mind and knows that he is a spy. Why is she keeping this information to herself, perhaps? It's probably because of what we learned later, that she was adopted and returned 4 times in total to the orphanage, probably from reading her family's mind in the past, and they got freaked out over it. So now she's keeping that information in lock and key instead of revealing it to anybody. Now that the child has been obtained, we move on to the next step. Anya passing the entrance test to the private school, which might prove to be difficult even with her telepathic powers. But in the end, she successfully passes, leading to Lloyd passing out due to relaxing himself, and leading to a nice family bond. And with Anya passing that entrance test, we should have no issue continuing Operation Strix and nailing that target from the private school correct. That would be wrong, as Lloyd received a letter from the college in the mail that states there will be a family interview with both parents. Thus, he needs to get the other piece of the puzzle. He needs a wife. And that is all the information we gained from episode 1 alone. Lastly, I wanted to give my thoughts on Spy Family in general. I think it has a nice mix of comedy and action elements to leave us wanting more going forward. Anya has so many adorable moments already as it is, including the sheer randomness just from answering questions that people thought of but never actually asked out loud. So it's pretty hilarious. Obviously, we know Yor's coming in the next episode because she is a crucial part to continuing Operation Strix. We need the wife element so we can get to that family interview. Woody's got to learn how she is added into the family in that next episode. Other than that, I just wonder if Anya's telepathy will ever be discovered by Lloyd and Yor. And if they do discover it, will they use it in future missions? Because it could prove to be very useful down the line. That's pretty much my thoughts on Spy Family from episode 1 in general. Well, that was my first look at Spy Family. Really fun anime. It's going to be a great time going forward. Tell me what your thoughts are, what your hopes are, anything about Spy Family in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.